So it seems that, Arsenal are still trying to be a bit busy in this transfer window. And it turns out that we've had a bid rejected for Igor Jesus of Botafogo. Yeah? Brazilian league. Yeah. Now, I don't know too much about this guy. I'm not going to gaslight up the thing. I'm not going to pretend like I watch football all over the globe. But I did watch just a quick, video on him, seeing what he's about. And he looks like a complete forward. He can use both feet, comfortable on both feet, very physical, strong, very good in the air. He's definitely not no slouch. He's got a bit of pace about him, yeah. And on top of all of that, he actually looks like he's got a bit of the Jogo Bonito. You know what I mean? He's got that little something. He does look. He looks, from what I've seen, he looks a bit special. Yeah, he looks like he's got some talent. Yeah, I don't know how that would translate over to the Premier League, and maybe that's why Arsenal have opted to offer Botafogo in the way that they have. So, from what I understand, it was a loan bid with the option to buy for 20 million euros. Yeah. Now, so I see this from many perspectives. So one of the perspectives is maybe Arsenal just want to bring in somebody who can do something until the end of the season. Yeah. And depending on how Igor Jesus does, during that time, they may choose to activate the option. Yeah, they wanna leave themselves with some room to, I guess, be a bit flexible with this deal. The other perspective I see is, you need a striker, hence why you're bidding for one. Why not just why not just go out and buy a striker? Like, I'm not saying that you have to go out and buy, like, the creme de la creme, but if you've acknowledged that you need a striker, you need someone in the forward line that offers what we don't currently have, just go out and buy them, Like, whether it is Igor Jesus, or maybe you just go, you know what, we're going to go for the creme de la creme and just slap a mad offer down. It's difficult in January to go out and get an Isak. But hey, we have been linked with Cunha. We have been linked with Pedro. These are some options, So that, from that angle, it's a bit, why are we doing the loan with the option? But I do hear it, and I guess financially it is smart, but then it also shows you the ambition. Like, just slap the offer down. Do you know what I mean? Just like take a punt. Do you know what I mean? Because he looks good. He actually looks like a good player. Whether he's a starting nine going forward, it's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell. But I don't know, like, a starting number 9 is what we need. So is this Arsenal doing the bare minimum? Again, who knows? Is this Arsenal wishing on a star? Like, maybe we can bring in someone that's going to be cheaper than the others, and maybe he will do something, and then we'll look like, the intelligent ones, the super smart ones. Oh, we found a gem, which he could well be. He could well be a gem. But all I do know is, of what I have seen of him, he wouldn't be my first choice, but if we did bring him in, I would be happy, because the traits that I have seen, he looks more of a striker than what we currently have at the club. And I guess that's the issue that we're trying to solve. He could easily rotate with Havertz. He could easily rotate with Jesus. I wouldn't mind, for the remainder of this season, going with an Igor Jesus, a Gabriel Jesus, and a Havertz rotating in that 9. Maybe this Igor Jesus, they're viewing it as, let's not go and blow out the bag in January. But let's start preparing for the exit of Jesus by bringing in someone who can basically fill Jesus' slot in the squad. And then in the summer we go and we blow the bag. Yeah? We just spend the big P's on whoever it is. I'm not too sure why Botafogo rejected the offer. Maybe this is me just assuming now. It might have something to do with the fact that the loan with the option to buy doesn't give them any funds now. And it doesn't even guarantee them any funds later. Maybe we could sweeten the deal by saying, hey, look, I don't know, maybe we'll give you 5 million loan fee with the 20 million option to buy, or maybe a 25 million option to buy, which would make the overall deal 30 million euros. Or maybe they just don't want to let him go. Maybe they just don't want to let him go. You know, it's one of the two. I think that if Arsenal went cool, loan with a 30 million euro obligation to buy, then we could wrap up the deal. Or if we go, look, 5 million euro loan fee and then a 25 million option to buy, and obviously we cover all the wages, then, you know, they're making at least at a minimum a 5 million euro profit. Maybe they could bring someone else in from the Brazilian league to cover him being out. And then one of two things happens for them. They either get Igor Jesus back, who's one of their better players, or they get 25 million euros, which will then allow them to invest even more heavily into, I guess, a better option for their squad, right? So this is where I'm at with it. You know, like I said, I don't know too much about him, and depending on if we go back in and make another bid, I'll start to watch him a bit more, you know, maybe watch some 90 minutes of his game, see what he's about. But he does seem to tick a lot of boxes that Arteta likes in players. So, yeah, let's see how this one goes. Let's see if Arsenal go back in with another offer. Let's see if anything can materialise from this. But it being January the 6th, and we are making moves, or at least trying to make moves, I guess is a positive for me as a fan. But yeah, let's just see what happens. So, you know, people, let me know in the comments below. Do you know anything about Igor Jesus? Is there anything that you can teach me about the player? Do you like him? Do you not like him? Do you think Arsenal are on the mark or way off the mark going for this guy? Let me know. If you can, like the video. Yeah, like the video. Subscribe to the channel and hit the post notifications so whenever I go live or drop a video, you don't miss it. And I will catch you next time. Peace.